Welcome to class 9 Geography. Today we will begin chapter 3 Drainage. So in this chapter we will explore one of the most fascinating natural system, the river system in India. So we will learn how rivers are formed, how they are classified, and the major river that flow throughout the countries, their importance on the lives, and the efforts we will make the production and protects them. So let's begin our journey into the water of the India River. It organized into clear topics so that it is easy to follow. We will start in the introduction to the drainage of the understand importance term like the drainage basin of the water division. So then we will look at the India's two major river system, the Indian Himalayas and the Peninsular River. So we will study key river system like a Ganga, Brahmaputra, and learn about tech lakes in the India. Finally, we will see how rivers impact the economy and challenge of the river population and the conservation measure being taken. And the end, we will have a short quiz and summary. So now we are going to start introduction of the drainage. So drainage refer to the entire network of the river stream in the area. So it includes the main river, its tributaries which flow into the it and tributaries which branch of the from the lake and are also form of this system. So drainage help to remove extra water from the land. A well-developed drainage system prevent waterlogging and support agriculture. Each area of the land has its own pattern of river, and that pattern depend on the slopes, rock, and climate of the area. So then we are going to discuss the drainage basin and water division. A drainage basin it is area form where a river and its tributaries collect water. Think of it like a large bowl collection ran from the surrounding and land under sending it all into one river. Now imagine a high river, high ridge of mountain that separate two such balls. That ridge is called the water division. Water falling on one side uh, into the basins, and then water of the other side flow into the different basin. The water western ghats are example. For example, as at the water division between east flowing and west flowing river in India. We are going to see the Indian drainage system. So India's river are the classified into two major systems, the Himalayas and Peninsular River. Himalayas river that start at snowy mountain and then they flow all year long. Then Peninsular River mostly depend on the rain and are shortly and faster. And this classified is very important because it helps us understand how river behave, how much water they carry, and how they can be used for farming, drinking, and other purpose. Then we have the Himalayas River. Himalayas River are long, mighty, and flow like a deeply valley and plains. They begin in glacier and ice-covered mountains, so they are called perennial, which means they never dry up. They flow throughout state like Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal, and then eventually reach in the sea. The three major Himalayan river system are the Indus River, Ganga River, and Brahmaputra. These rivers carry a amount of the water and silt, making the northern plains very fertile. Now we are going to study the Indus River system. So Indus River begin in the Tibet near Lake of the Mansarovars. It entered into India like Ladakh. So you know the Ladakh are the flow through Jammu Kashmir. Then it flow into the Pakistan where it is meet in the Arabian Sea. The five major tributary of the Indus like Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, Byas. There's a flow of the Indian and give the region of the Punjab its name, the land of the five river. These rivers are the important irrigation and farming in the northern plains. So the river system in India, the Ganga River. Now we are going to discuss the Ganga River. The Ganga is the most scarce river in India. It started from the Gangotri Glacier in the Himalayas in Uttarakhand. From there, its flow through the plains in the northern India, passing cities like Haridwar, Kanpur, Varanasi, Patna, and Kolkata. It finally empties into the Bay of Bengal. Major tributaries like Ganga, Yamuna, Gagra, Gandak, and Kosi join it along the way. The Ganga previous water of the millions of the people supported the agriculture, transportation, and religion. The Brahmaputra River. It is started in the Tibet, where it is called the Sangpo. It entered India through the Arunachal Pradesh and flowed throughout the Assam and Bangladesh. This river is wide, deep, and carried a amount of the water and silt, especially during the monsoon. Because of this, it often causes flood in Assam. Unlike the Ganga, it flows through a narrow valley surrounded by the high hills and receive water from the many small tributaries in the northeast. And now the Peninsular Rivers. They are the quite different from the Himalayan river. They originate in the Western Ghats or Central Highlands, and they are mostly rain-fed. This means they carried a lot water up during the rain season, but they dry up during the summer. Then river have the shorter and more stable courses, and they don't form the large deltas like a Ganga. Most of them form eastward and drain into the Bay of Bengal. However, some like a Narmada and Tapti flow westward into the Arabian Sea. Major peninsular river. India has a several major peninsular river that the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flow eastward and create fertile deltas before joining a Bay of Bengal. The Godavari and the longest among them, and it is called the Dakshin Ganga or Ganga of the South. One of the other hand, the Narmada and Tapti flow westward of form estuaries. These rivers are the vital on the drinking water, irrigation, and hydroelectric generation in the southern India. Now we are going to the look the lake of India. Now Indian lake. So lake are the important part of the drainage system. They can be natural or man-made. Natural lake are the formed by the glacier, volcano, or tectonic movement. Man-made lake like a dam, reservoirs, and create a store water. Wular Lake in Jammu Kashmir is the largest freshwater lake in India, while Chilika Lake in Odisha is the largest saltwater lake, and it is famous for a rich biodiversity and migratory birds. Lake help it water storage, flood control, and tourism system. So now we are going to the see the role of the Indian river in economy. Rivers are essential for Indian economy. They provide water for drinking, farming, industries. They support transportation, especially in the plain, and are the home to a variety of fish of aquatic life. River also play a big role in the religious and cultural life. Pygmies take holy trips for warm rituals and celebrate festival along river banks. Without river, agriculture, trade, and many human activities would not be possible. River pollution is a growing problem. One major concern today in river pollution, rivers are the becoming polluted due to the industrial waste, household sewage, and plastic dumping, chemical from the factory, and untreated waste from the cities and the directly released into water. For example, the Ganga and Yamuna are among the most populated river in despite their cultural importance. These populated harm aquatic life, spread disease, and make water unsafe for drinking and irrigations. Now let's see the comparison of the Himalayas versus Peninsular River. The Himalayan River are the peninsular snow plus red fed from the Menanders and the peninsular seasonal rain fed strength course. The Himalayan River carry larger volume. That's are the main comparison of the Himalayas and Peninsular River. Let's do a quick revision to see how much we have understand. First question, which river is called Sangpo in Tibet? Second, can you name any two rivers that flow waterward into the Arabian Sea? Third, what is the drainage basin? Think carefully and if needed to go back and revise the slides. Now we have the map practice. This is the map of India showing both of the Himalaya are peninsular rivers and lakes. So you can see, notice how the Himalayan river and lakes from the north down to the plains, and then the Bay of the Bengal and Peninsular River mostly start in the center of the southern highland and also flow eastward, export the fuel the go west. Understanding rivers direction and the location is very important for geography, feature and study. So you can see here are the location of the Ganga River, Brahmaputra, Indus, Godavari, Krishna, and we have the most important lakes like a Wular, Chilika, Pulicat and Sambhar. So look here are the Srinagar and Jammu and Kashmir Wular Lake, and Rajasthan the Sambhar is the most salty lake. So now we have conclusion. So in this chapter we have the learn about the drainage and lakes. So we now know the difference between the Himalayas and Peninsular Rivers, the name and the features on the major river and how they support our economic and environment. We also learn about this river population and the step we can take a conserve our water resources. Rivers are not just a flowing water; they are life gifts and must be respected for the protected. Now, thank you for being a part of the session of the drainage system of India. Always remember, river is veins of the earth, like veins carry blood in our body. Rivers carry life across the land. Keep learning, stay curious, and do your part of the care of the nature.